Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Paula and you're with Moxie Mojo. Today I am sharing my planner that I made and printed myself. This is for my 2021 planner. To sort of go back as to why I've gone this route is for probably the last 5-10 years or so, I have been looking for a planner that does what it is that I want and need, and I have yet to be able to find a commercial planner that really met my needs. I love the idea of bullet journals, but nothing against bullet journalers. I just have no inclination whatsoever to recreate my journal each month. But I wanted that personalisation of it that you can't get in commercially printed planners. For several years now I have taken commercial planners, calendars, diaries, call them what you want, pulled them apart and rebound them, taken pages out that I didn't need, added pages in and dividers and that sort of thing, and still it really just didn't have everything that I wanted. So this year I decided I was going to do it all from scratch myself, and that way if I didn't like it I had no one to blame but myself. I've gone with a traveller's notebook style, which you can see here. I've got 3 different inserts inside a cover, and I have to confess I have only just made this cover tonight. I've just had the journals running around loose in my bag. The journal I felt needed to be closed, but I haven't decided what I want to use to close it, so I've just got a spare piece of elastic. Although, to be honest, because of its colour, you can't mistake it for anything else, so the elastic may stay. It is a bookboard cover that I have wrapped in craft paper and then printed deli paper that we can get here in New Zealand. The size is 6 1/4, give or take. That's inches by 8 3/4, which is about 16, just under 16 centimetres by just over 22 1/4 centimetres. And the spine is 1 inch and 5/8, or about 4 centimetres, again give or take. I've got 3 holes top and bottom through which I've put the elastic, so that allows me to put 3 different journals in here, and these are all printed on my printer at home. So the first part is my calendar and diary part. The second part is my project planner and video brainstorming guide. The third part is my sort of home-based menu planner, shopping list, bills to pay type thing. Why have I gone with 3 parts? Mainly because it meant that I could, instead of having to have this hot thing whole at, you know, the whole time, I could pull out and use just the relevant bit that I wanted. So if, for instance, I was going shopping, I could take just my shopping list and leave the rest in the car or at home. Or if I am doing some planning in terms of, you know, what appointments I've got, then I can just look at the calendar part. If I'm just wanting to plan some projects or some videos, then I can just pull that part out. One thing I have learned is that I'm actually going through this project planning part a lot faster than what I thought. So that means that once I get to the end of this, I can just pull this out and replace it with another version of this, and I'm not going to render the rest of it useless. So that to me was probably the really big bonus that's come out of this. So let's go through each of the parts in turn. So I've used a Tim Holtz 12x12 paper pack, and I need to confirm which one it is because I can't remember off the top of my head. I made these back in December, so that's why I can't remember. So this I've got, and printed, did the whole lot, all three as Excel spreadsheets. So I've got the full year calendar for 2021, and then at the back I have full year for 2022, and then behind the annual calendar I've got monthly calendars, so I can write like appointments in there, etc, etc. This is more sort of a month at a glance type thing. It has got some shading in here, but to be honest, it's printed that lightly that even in person I struggle to see it. So I think when I do next year's one, I'm going to actually add the cross lines in there, so it's a little bit easy for me to see as well. I don't mind the fact that these are all up and down. It works for me, and I wasn't about to try and muck about to get them to print up the other way, to be honest. After the monthly calendar, I've then got, and if I can switch to here, so I've got like blank week at a page type ones. I thought about dating them all, and in the end I decided that it was going to take me more time to go through and date 52 weeks worth than it would take time for me to manually write in what day and week and all the rest there is in there. So framing works for me, and I'm happy with that. So what I do is I write in as I go along public holidays, like month, week, dates, against what day it is. My week starts on a Monday. Put in public holidays, any details like we went into lockdown, so level 3, level 2. Some of it is like appointments that I've got. Some of it is just notes on what happened, like my husband had some blood tests. Some of it is notes on what we've done, like it was my grandson's birthday, what we did, and then we had an actual birthday party for him here. Yeah, just however I need to use it, I'm using it. I've put in enough weeks that I think there is like 2 for the start of the year next year, just in case I've got any time to carry on before I have the next one done. But yeah, if I don't use a week, then so be it. I'm not gonna get angry or whatever at myself for doing it that way. If I skip to the third bit next, so this is like my household planning. In here I am writing down, I've got space for the menu because we plan our menus sort of a week in advance, so I know what meals we're going to have. Just because I put them on a particular day doesn't mean it's going to stay with that day. It's just so that I know I've got enough meals for a week. If there's anything else that I need to do, for instance, we needed to get a new mop, so I looked up some prices of things in there and added that last week. If I've got any bills to pay, then I can write those in as well, and start my shopping list here. So if these are things that I know I need to get, like toilet paper, we get it every week, milk, we get it every week, paper towels, I know they're running out, But then once I've put in the menu, I will then transfer, okay, well, what do I need for that, and put it onto the shopping list so that I can order it or go and pick it up from the supermarket. And this book is that the whole way through. Now, I think I did enough for 1 per week, so this book will last me the entire year. And then the third one, and this is the one that I know that a lot of people, certainly from the crafting groups that I've been or was talking about this in, are interested in seeing. So this one is split into 2 halves. The first half is my project planner side. The second half is my video brainstorming / video planning side. So in here, the project planning, I've got like some fields to fill in, so to speak. So what type of project is it? And I've got some tick boxes there, like concept journal, junk journal, mini album, MDF, off the page, other, art journal, layout, card, etc. Has, you know, give the project a name. What kind of format is it going to be? For instance, like this one here, which is this particular thing, so it's a junk journal cover. The reason for the project for my own use. So that was talking about creating the cover for this journal. Down here I've got a section for any ideas, so as I sort of think about a project, for instance a junk journal, what kind of cover am I looking at, what kind of binding system, are there any particular digital kits I want to use, or paper packs or anything like that? Have I got some embellishments? What kind of colour do I want to use? Is there some particular paper that I want to include? All those sort of things come down to my ideas. Themes, particular things I want to include. Maybe I've got some embellishments, or I've got some pockets and journal cards that I want to include. Those sort of things can go there. Over here is any material ideas that I've got. So for instance, if I'm wanting to do a fabric cover, what material do I want to use? Do I want to use bookboard for the cover, or recycled cereal boxes, or that kind of stuff? Am I going to cover it in craft paper? All those sort of ideas go into here. Over here, what I've been doing is actually writing in the products as I use them. So this is the idea of what I might want to include. This is what I have actually included in a project. So for instance, my journal cover, so I've gone through, I said, right, for the cover I used these products. For the books, these books, I used these. These are the thread that I used, so that when I do the video or the blog, then I have got a list already prepared of what it is that I've used. And this is probably more important if I'm doing a journal where I am using particular digital kits from designers, and if the terms of reference or terms and conditions of use say, you know, give written credit, then I have got written down already that information, and I don't have to then go and find it when it comes to doing the description in the video, for instance, or writing the blog. I've got it there, and I know what kits and what particular images that I've used. So it's all about making my life easier when it comes down to it. So that's pretty much how that works. I'm using it for projects that I know I'm doing, but also ideas that I've got that need fleshing out, and that's going to become more and more, because at the moment it's kind of a as it happens type planner, but I do want to get into more of the thinking ahead start to pull all the ideas in together, and this makes it a lot easier for me than kind of think of things in my head. This way I've got a list, because I need some sort of visual idea, because I've just done a folder which includes like a proof sheet of all my digikits. Then I can reference that into here, so I know exactly where I am as well. So that's sort of the project planning side. The video planning side, like video topic, does it have a particular audience? When am I looking at posting it? What kind of structure has it got? Like how to list informational, and I've got to add one in there like finished project. Like reason for the video, is it design team? Is it just part of a series that I've done? Is it a hop? Whatever it is. In here is going to be like any ideas I've got for the video. Like for instance, okay, include if it's one of my MDF kits, include a before and after photo so people can see how it started off and how it finished. Do I have any particular techniques I want to use in there? Do I have any particular materials I want to use? All those kind of things. Is there any like questions that I want to answer as part of the video? Or points I want to make sure I touch on? Those sorts of things go into here. In my to-do list, and probably the best one to show is for this, for my planner here, was I actually had to make the journal cover first and then make up a list of materials. So I've done those two. They're included in the project kit. They were just a couple of things that I needed to make sure I remembered, and then if I need to, I've got again that spare page there for making notes or doing sketches, or I can put my points, or if I wanted to write out a script or something like that, then I can always write that in there. So that's pretty much how that works. Yeah, as I said, this one I'm going through quite fast, so I'll need to print out some more for this. That's probably because I am behind in doing some videos. Guilty. So, yeah, I've got a lot of planned or stuff I need to catch up on, and projects that I'm working on. And this is, I know someone sort of talked about, you know, projects that you need to be finished or work in progress. This gives me an ongoing list that I can keep updated of what it is I am working on, and if there's something I'm waiting on, or I'm still fleshing out the ideas. So yeah, this is proving to be really handy, and I'm enjoying the way it's working for me at the moment. So yeah, we will see how I'm going in another couple of months and see if it's still working. But anyway, so that's my planner. I hope you enjoyed seeing it. It is working for me at the moment. I'm loving it. We'll see if I like it in the new cover now that that's got in there. But yeah, it was starting to get a wee bit dog-eared. One thing I did think was, I haven't trimmed these pages, so yes, they do stick out. Do I care? No. Because this is just purely for my use, and it doesn't worry me one iota whether it's trimmed or not, so I'm not going to worry about creating some extra mess for myself. If it was a journal I had for sale or something like that, then maybe it'd be a different story, but it's for me, so I'll use it as it is. Hopefully that's explained everything for you. If you do have questions though, please leave them in the comments section below. I will get back to you and answer in as much detail as I can, and if needs be we can do a follow-up video. Hopefully have explained everything clearly enough. Who knows, it's after 2 AM at the moment, and this is the second version of this video. I'm enjoying it, using it every day, which is you know, given that February's now ending, no, in the past I've pretty much given up on my diary in about the first week of January, so yeah, this is definitely looking good for me. If you have subscribed, thank you very much. If you haven't subscribed, then please think about it. I really would appreciate it. And if you'd like to give this video a thumbs up, then that would be awesome. Enjoy, have fun with your crafting. If you do try anything like this, let me know as well, because I want to know how it goes for you. So, happy crafting, and we'll catch up with you again soon.